Alright, welcome back to the long-awaited part 2 of Are YouTube Ads Worth It? Alright, so I will not lie, the first video I did screw up because I was supposed to film it on a Wednesday and I delayed it till a Friday. So the data was not screwed up per se, but if you want to check out that data, of course, it's the most recent video on my channel besides this one. Alright, so our first screenshot starts, I believe, on that same Saturday. The cost set at $66, and the impressions, right? The impressions were following the same trends as they did last time. The tonality and marketing obviously had a lot more. I believe that is because the ad was posted sooner. But as we can see though, the three-part marketing strategy has only 26,000 impressions. So you would think, overall, the tonality and marketing should perform a whole lot better. But actually, same trend as last video, as we saw, 81 subscribers to 74 with the three-part marketing strategy in the lead. Now it is Sunday. I think so, at least. I hope so. These costs are very different now. Both went up by a few thousand impressions. No surprise there. But as we see, actually, the gap is starting to close on promotional subscribers. So we have 86 for tonality, and surprisingly, guess what? Three-part marketing strategy has 87. The gap is starting to close, and it's closing fast. And as you can see, to the who has viewed it, it's not really gonna be a data that's gonna matter to me too much because I'm looking for the click-through rate, which we'll look at here very shortly. Alright, so this is Monday. On Monday, keep in mind the promotion ended on a Wednesday. So, as we can see, it finally happened. It took a while. It took almost the entire challenge, I would say, or science experiment, if you want to put it like that. But finally, the three-part marketing strategy is behind 103 subscribers, and the tonality one has 107. I said that like it's a bad thing it has 103, but in reality I had 29 subscribers to start this video, so I'm not complaining at all. Finally, on Tuesday, it's not over yet, but it should be basically over by now, I would think, because they're both at, $98, $99, so. But the three-part marketing strategy, I'm excited to see the CTR on this thing, which is the click-through rate if you do not know. But oh my gosh, it took back over. It has 123 subscribers, while the tonality one has 121. And of course, impressions, they didn't move at the same rate, believe it or not. I'm looking at this now. They didn't move at the same exact rate, but they moved at a pretty steady rate. But I believe the reason they're so neck and neck now is because of the reason I changed the thumbnail. The thumbnail originally was, I'll throw up on the screen if I still have it. If I don't, then I'll probably have to find it somewhere. But the thumbnail was crap for that tonality one. And the moment I changed it, now we can see, yes, this isn't a surprise to no one, but thumbnails, man, you gotta find a way to get thumbnails. Pay for Canva, use some templates. That's what I can recommend if you don't know how to really make a thumbnail like me. Drum roll, please. We actually scammed YouTube. $100.09 spent and $100.14 spent. Finally, the data. Tonality, 402 people saw it. Well, I take that back. Final data, 55,000 people saw the tonality. 402 people clicked on it. And 122 people said, this is worth watching. I want to see more of this content. The three-part marketing strategy, which I expected from the get-go to perform a whole lot better than the tonality, because in my opinion, the title looks a lot better, the thumbnail looks a little bit better. So 46,000 people saw that, so roughly 9,000 less. 358 people clicked on it, but 126 people said yes. I want to subscribe to this. Now let's look at the CTR. Let's look at the click-through rate and see what we're sitting at currently. All right, so here we are on my channel dashboard. As you can see, in the last 28 days, we have gained 205 subscribers. all of which have been basically from this promotion, and maybe a couple YouTube shorts. But comments we got 1 or 2 of, so that's as expected. Views are up significantly, watch hours up significantly. But what we care about is this. Alright, before we deep dive into my favorite video, let's look at the tonality one. So the tonality has a watch time of 3.1 hours. It got me 3 subscribers, which is totally wrong. I don't even know where I got that number from. Reach. That's not the best click-through rate, I'll admit, 2.7. But it's not bad at all for 400 some people seeing it. That's not bad at all. I'll take that. And of course, you know, it would be almost all unique viewers. Traffic all came from advertising for the most part, but yeah. Also, before we get into this, can we just talk about the likes on this one? Like 56 to only 1 dislike? That's crazy. For a video that has only 300 views. This, you know, tonality, I don't know how, but it has a perfect like ratio. So, whew, okay, let's see. Oh, that's what we're looking for. When you're a small creator, you want your click-through rate to be at least be a 4.0 or higher. And we had a smooth 6. That's good. That is really, really good. I'll take that. I'm actually really happy with that. Now let's talk about, YouTube promotions as a whole. Was it worth what I spent? I mean, this is a no-brainer. This was worth every dime I spent. It's really getting my name out there on the platform, especially with, you know, hundreds of new channels being made every day, if not thousands more. And for $200, I got 200 something subscribers, so a lot more people saw me. From a marketing perspective too, this really teaches you how powerful YouTube can be if you're trying to get a video out there. In fact, it's so good actually. I tried to do another, but I got disproved. Anyways, I'm gonna get that all sorted out later. But hopefully from this little mini series, if you even want to call that, it's a 2-part series. Hopefully you learned something. That YouTube advertising, if you're looking to make a name for yourself on the platform, you cannot just post and then upload to, you know, thousands of social media platforms. You have to at least run some sort of ads because this is the best way to help you get started. And I'm telling you, your ROI, if you keep on just putting money in, it will be expensive in the beginning, but once your channel starts gaining its own traction, you won't need to run promotions anymore. So really you're spending more in the short term to really benefit yourself in the long term. Other than that though, that's everything I have to say for the day. If you found this useful in any given way, please share this with someone who is looking to figure out how to scale the YouTube channel to the next level. Or just looking for overall, just, you know, how can I promote my product? But yeah, please drop a subscribe, you know, comment. Let's get this video absolutely blown up because I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to help you all gain some more information without really spending a dollar, just me. And other than that, don't just have a good day, have a great day. I'll see you later.